Welcome to the Pulse of Peter Urbine. I'm your host, Peter Biancavano. Let's get you to the pulse on everything you need to know. And as you know from our social media platforms earlier this week, we are here at Hoboken Pizza Fest, but not really here. But we do have somebody here who's a familiar face, and that's Miss Daria DeLuccia of At Hoboken Eats. Nice to see you. How's it going?
Nice to see you. It's going better that it's officially Pizza Fest Day in Hoboken.
Pizza Fest. So Daria, now explain to me. Obviously, we had Krista Stucchio here the past few years that we've done this, and now we have you here to share. We're so happy to have you here. So
big shoes to fill with Krista, by the way. Big shoes.
And Krista, you were invited. Just throwing that out there. But obviously, we were at Our Lady of Grace, the auditorium, the last few years for the Pizza Fest, but because of something called the pandemic going on this year, you might have heard of it.
I've heard of it a couple times.
We are actually going to be going pizzeria to pizzeria. So Krista had the easy job, actually.
Yeah.
You're like going to be walking up a storm.
So this is the COVID-friendly version of Pizza Fest. So we're starting uptown. Urban Coalhouse, you can see it behind us. So we are working our way downtown. So we're going to work off those calories while I inhale some pizza.
Exactly. Now, Daria, pizza in Hoboken is always like special. I would say pizza in New Jersey is very, very special.
We're known
correct?
for that.
Exactly. Because people are like, oh, New York pizza. I still think Jersey has way better pizza than New York.
Okay. We might be biased, but I still think so.
Exactly. Well, we are a Jersey show, you know what I mean? But what would you say that makes Hoboken pizza a little more special than pizza around other areas of New Jersey? Tough question, right? Putting you on the spot.
I know, it's a tough one. I mean, I think that all the pizzerias in Hoboken do a fun job of adding their own twist to it. So I know you've even talked a couple times on the show. You have one place that maybe adds a hot oil to it. You have one that specializes in making like a vodka sauce margarita type pizza. You have a couple that specialize in using different cheeses on top. So I think what makes Hoboken so good is that it's all consistent every time you order, and it's each place is different. You can always, if one place is closed one day or the wait's too long, you can go somewhere else and you know you're getting fantastic pizza every time.
Every time. Well, I know you're hungry. You said you didn't have breakfast.
Starving, no.
And it's like
Preparing.
1 o'clock in the afternoon,
preparing.
folks. It really, really is. So we're going to start, as she mentioned, with Urban Coalhouse. Before that, though, we are going to get an exclusive interview with Adam, who is the founder and chairperson, I like to call him, of Hoboken Happy Hours. He's been on the show before. He also does Mac and Cheese Fest in March. So we're going to talk to him, and then we're not going to make Daria start for too long. She's digging, and she might try close to 2 handfuls of pizza today, pizza slices today.
Yes, and I wore white for the occasion, so I can't wait to make a mess on camera.
As usual. All right, let's get started. All right, as promised, we're here with Adam Smith, founder and president of Hoboken Happy Hours, here at Hoboken Pizza Fest. 4th annual?
4th annual.
Unbelievable. And this is like our 3rd time doing it, correct? And it just keeps getting better and better every year, but why is this year different?
This year's a bit different, obviously, with everything going on. We turned the Pizza Fest into a pizza crawl. So now we're walking around town to 10 different pizza vendors. Going to have a great day and much safer being outside, and beautiful day with 55-degree weather, I think we got. So enjoying the sun.
Exactly, and he's apparently getting ready for the SC game as well.
3:30, baby.
He's going to have to take a break, because what do you guys go to?
TV right behind us on our setup. We're strategic with what we're doing here.
Exactly, and we speak about this every year, but it certainly takes a village to do this. And I know that you have members of your team at other locations that we'll hopefully get to. Just talk about what went into the planning of an event in its 4th year, but really in its 1st year, because it's different than what you did the first 3 years.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, this is not my doing. This is definitely the team's doing. Got Nicole, Christine, John, you'll see Kat and Gab, everybody checking people in as well throughout the day. A bunch of volunteers also. A portion of proceeds do go to Party with Purpose, which is a local nonprofit here in Hoboken. Reached out to a lot of different vendors in town, see who wanted to participate. We actually had a lot more than usual of vendors reach out to us to get involved, which is really, really cool. So a lot of amazing spots to hit around town, and we just want to support the local businesses as well.
And you hit the nail on the head on my final question here, and how important it is to support those small businesses, and how easy it was to get businesses to participate. I mean, we've done a small business spotlight every week on the show just to try to support them as much as possible. Did you find it that this year, as you said, people were a little more eager to participate? And, we do have a relatively new pizzeria this year. So, I mean, and you brought up a really, really good point. Talk to me about how the pizza is probably going to be better doing it this year as compared to years past. Yeah,
logistically, you're getting it, as you can see here, and you'll see in a little bit that the pizza's coming right from the oven, right to the sidewalk versus getting delivered to one space. So we're looking forward to a new logistics this year, and who knows, maybe we do this every year.
Awesome. Well, Adam Smith, great job again. We look forward to seeing you Mac and Cheese Fest, March.
That's in March. Yeah, we'll see you then.
Exactly. Adam Smith, thank you, buddy. All right, Daria's starving. She's waving me down. She needs some pizza. We're going to get to the pizza. All right, Daria, you have your first slice of the day, and it looks like it's a pepperoni slice. Talk to me.
It's a pepperoni slice. The crust looks nice and crisp. Lots of sauce on it. You can see some cheese in there too. It looks like we have similar to like a margarita slice with some pepperoni on it.
God.
We're gonna look at this flop.
Here she goes. Now, folks, we're at Urban Coal House, 116 14th Street in Hoboken, and I'm hearing Look at her. She's bringing out her best Dave point. All right, so this is what we're going to do, Daria. This is what we're going to do. So you know how Dave likes to do like the point spread and things like that? Here on the Pulse, in order to have a pulse, you have to have a heartbeat, correct? So we're going to call them beats today.
Beats.
Top 4 beats.
Ooh.
4 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. You know, how many beats is the Urban Coal House slice right now?
3.5.
3.5 beats.
3.5. I'm going to tell you why. The
Tell me.
sauce has a nice sweetness to it. The pepperoni on top, I'm a sucker for pepperoni, especially little pepperoni. And when they're, okay,
And it's like crunchy, right?
crunchy,
Yeah.
they're nice and crisp. They have that little cup shape to them. And there's, on this bite right here, like 3 of them stacked up. I love it. The nice amount of cheese, perfect amount of crunch on the crust, 3.5 pulses.
3.5
Oh,
beats.
beats.
She'll get it. She'll get it. I almost said decimals, but that's kind of corny, right?
Yeah.
All right, 3.5 beats. Urban Coal House, 116 14th Street. Great place to come for like to watch a game too, like Adam was saying.
Oh, 100%. They have a full bar inside. They have outdoor dining, indoor dining, and really, really great pepperoni.
And really great pepperoni. We are going to move on because we have like 9 more pizzerias to go to, but who's counting, right? Maybe 8, maybe 7. We'll see. We might just, be full by that time. Let's move on to the next one. All right, at our second location, which is Napoli's, Daria, and Napoli's is the only pizzeria that's participating in the Pizza Fest that
Twice.
both locations
Twice.
are giving out free pizza. So kudos to Frank Volpe, who's running away from the camera, the owner of Napoli's.
When
But
you're
what do
that,
you got here?
When you're that good, you have to have 2 locations.
There you go, absolutely.
We have the chicken ranch with chipotle and bruschetta pizza. I cannot wait. And for anyone who follows me, they know that I am a big Napoli's fan. So I am so excited for this.
So like I said, 2 locations of Napoli's. Their original locations right here at 1118 Washington Street in Hoboken, next to the best Italian deli in Hoboken, and that's MP Biancamano. You're going to want to go there as well. And, of course, their location on Clinton Street, which is 133 Clinton Street. All right, she's me. That means, Peter, shut up. I got something to say.
Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
the combination between the chipotle and the ranch is fantastic. Then you get like the freshness from the bruschetta. The chicken is, the crisp on it, it's fried, is so good. And the cheese. This is bad to say, I'm a big white pizza fan, so you throw any topping on top and I'm gonna lose my mind. This is 4.5. Oops, I just dropped chicken.
And she's spilling. Don't worry, the white shirt's going to get dirty very, very soon. That's too funny. So it's kind of like a blast of different flavors in your mouth, like you were just explaining, correct? And by the way, while she's chewing, we're hearing this really cool outside deck that the owner of Napoli's built himself. Trust me, I've seen him build it. I mean, it has plexiglass, it has heaters, it has everything you need. You want to get to both of his locations.
It's just the flavor party happening in my mouth right now. I can't even stop and talk to you about how good it is. It's really, really, really good. I love it. I've never actually ordered this when ordering Napoli's before. Fantastic. It's fantastic.
So, and if you remember Daria was with us at their other location, like I said, 133 Clinton Street in Hoboken, when you tried like almost everything on their menu.
Yep, and we specifically tried the penne vodka pizza because that is my favorite, but now we have a very close
And here's what she
tie
said.
for first.
I was like, and I'm sure you remember this. I was like, pasta on pizza? I don't know if this is, and she said, don't knock it until you try it.
I said that.
And then I tried it, and it was so good, and it's my go-to every time I go to
And now
Napoli's.
you got to try this.
And now
you got to try this.
I'm trying to stay away because, doctor says I'm having a little bit of a weight problem lately, you know what I'm saying?
All right, then I'll go in for your
There
steak.
you go. I love it. All right, we got to move on to the next pizzeria, Napoli's Pizza, 1118 Washington Street, 133 Clinton Street in Hoboken. You ready to move on? Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. Peter Biancamano, your hostess with the mostest of the Pulse with Peter B. Folks, don't forget to visit our Facebook page at the Pulse with Peter B. and make sure you like and follow us on there. We're constantly updating that page with new information. And also, on Instagram. For all you grammars out there, make sure you follow us there as well. We're constantly putting these really cool stories, previewing all of our episodes. And if you don't want to DM us through our Instagram or message us through our Facebook, you can always email us. And that's at thepulsewithpeterb@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. All right, after a very, very long walk, we made it to our next pizzeria, which is very, very familiar to you because we just did a small business spotlight on them with owner Greg, and that's the wonderful Pizza Republic at 406 Washington Street. Daria, talk to me. What do we have here?
We have this beautiful looking bacon chicken ranch slice, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready to dig into this.
Exactly. So Daria was like, why am I the only one eating pizza? And I was like, don't worry, when we get to Pizza Republic.
This is heavy.
Oh, it's a heavy.
This is a heavy. It's what we like to see.
Oh my God. Oh, there goes the flop ratio. By the way, Daria was so good to tell me the pulse beats at Napoli's, and we're not going to forget it this time.
Okay.
Talk to me. I'm digging in while you talk.
I'm getting, okay. So the creaminess of the ranch and the cheese mixed together is quite the flavor. And then the bacon and the chicken, and there's tomato sauce on here too.
There is tomato sauce.
There's tomato sauce on here too.
It's like a regular pie, and then, of course, with the grilled chicken and the bacon and the ranch.
Okay.
Right? Talk to me. I'm going to keep eating. I'm going to keep eating.
I'm gonna make a weird comment,
Okay.
but the thickness of the dough underneath all the toppings, I'm kind of a fan of. I kind of like that. It makes it, I don't know, each bite's just so powerful. The bacon gives it a nice saltiness. The chicken gives it a nice kick. They seasoned it with something really freaking good, and I can't put my finger on it because I'm also tasting the ranch with it also.
It is.
Right?
Is it a grilled chicken? It's definitely a grilled
It's
chicken.
a grilled chicken.
Because I spit it all on the mic. I should have used the lav mic. Sorry, Greg.
The chicken by itself is so freaking good too. Yeah, I'm a big fan. If you can see this, you can see what I'm talking about with how thick the pizza is. It's a hearty slice. It's a hearty slice of pizza, and I'm here for it.
And you know, sometimes people are all like, "Oh, like the pizza should be like thin and crispy," but not when it has this type of toppings.
You
on it,
need
correct?
a thick pizza to hold up all the toppings, especially when you're putting chicken, bacon, and ranch on it.
Boy, she's starting to talk with her hands. Before we started filming, she actually said, "Do I look Jersey Shore enough for you today?"
I got my
was
glasses.
and I was like, "Daria, you know, apparently you always look Jersey Shore enough for us." And now she's talking with the hands. She's getting real Jersey.
I'm
around
getting to
here.
this. No, I like this one,
I
and
like
it's a
this
little bit different than the other ones we had before. Thicker, different flavors, and it's a nice hearty meal.
By the way, they're known obviously to be the Mac Daddy
Mac Daddy.
of Hoboken. Mac and cheese here, we had it a few weeks ago.
Mac and cheese on pizza, I believe, too.
Mac and cheese on a pizza?
And what did he say before? He likes pasta on pizza, so
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. All right, we're gonna move on. Unfortunately, Greg
I'm gonna
is
keep
not
eating.
here. I know we're gonna finish this off. Fortunately, Greg is not here, but come visit him. 406 Washington Street, Pizza Republic. All right, give me the beats.
I'm gonna give it a 3.2.
3.2 out of 4 beats. I think you gave what, Napoli's 4.5 beats?
Yeah.
Which is above our Richter
I know,
scale.
I know.
All right, we're gonna try to stick to
Bad
the
at
Richter
following the
scale,
rules.
you know, going forward. Exactly. All right, guys, let's get to the next pizzeria. All right, we're at our next location here at Hoboken Pizza Fest 2020, a weird year 2020, right, Daria? Daria, first we're going to start with you. Explain to you the slice we have from Mad Hatter.
We have the buffalo chicken slice here, and you can see it's topped with some more shredded cheese, and I can't freaking wait to dig in.
So she's going to dig in, and we actually have a special guest, one of the managing partners here at Mad Hatter, 221 Washington Street, and that's my man, Mike. Mike, how are you today? So, oh, look at that. Shake of the hand. I love that.
I'm good. How's everything?
I'm doing great, buddy. So this is your first year participating in Hoboken Pizza Fest. Correct. Why start now?
So, you know, we heard about this and we wanted to get our pizza out to the world and let everybody in Hoboken know that we have great pizza. I personally love the pizza. I eat it all the time, so I figured why not get involved, you know?
Amen, and it's for a very good cause. Okay, she's got her hand raised, and she's got her Jersey Shore glasses back on. Talk to me.
The buffalo chicken on here. I came here over the summer, I'm gonna say this right now, for the buffalo chicken nachos.
I remember when you were here.
Amazing. That's why there's 3 options here today, and I was like, buffalo chicken, say no more. So freaking good. The cheese is delicious. The crust has a nice thick dough to it. It's fantastic, and I'm just gonna eat this entire thing.
She's gonna dig in more.
We're happy you love it. We're happy you love it. We enjoyed that time you came here. You know, you lit it up outside.
So did I.
So Mike, talk to me. Obviously, you know, we are going through a really, really tough time for small businesses with the pandemic that's occurring. How's business been?
You know, like, we're just trying to do the best we can. You know, we make the most of it. It's really tough when, you know, at halftime you got to shut the TVs off and let everybody know the game they got to leave the bar, at 10 o'clock, and that's typically around halftime on a Thursday night football or Monday night football game. But I mean, Saturdays and Sundays is just, now we just have to make the best of it earlier,
Absolutely, and good thing that the weather's been holding up, correct? So, people, okay, Derek, you want to? She's giving me the and then I need the beats, by the way, Harriet. Daria, I called you Harriet for the first time today. Daria. Okay.
3.9 out of 4.
Wow, 3.9.
3.9 out of 4.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, I would like to hear a 4.0, but I'll take a 3.0.
I haven't given can't give a 4.0.
That's it. She has not. She broke the Richter scale, but that's a different story. But anyway, Mike, why don't we, before we move on, explain to our audience your hours, where they can find you on social media and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so we, our social media is Mad Hatter Hoboken, but it's 2 Ds. A lot of people put 1 D. It's MADD, Mad Hatter, and then Hoboken. And we're open from 10 a.m. right now to 10 p.m. inside, but outside is till 12.
And when you come, get their fish bowls. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we're the famous fish bowls over here.
Get the
We're
fish
home of
bowls.
the famous fish bowls.
Exactly. And I have to be honest with you, Mike. We've been to several different establishments, and Daria will probably agree with this. This is the most hopping by far.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
We bring a culture that Hoboken's not used to, so.
And a culture that Hoboken needs. Yeah. Hoboken needs this right now.
I agree.
We came here over the summer for one night out, and this was the best night. So
it's like, I come from a different city vibe, so I kind of bring the New York City and New Jersey mix of it, and I think that's what places us different than most bars in Hoboken.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, Mike, thank you. We're gonna come back here with Daria, and we're gonna try the rest of the food on your menu.
Pizza on my hands.
But get over here and try the menu. He's walking away, folks. We're gonna move on to the next pizzeria. All right, Daria, we are more than halfway done. Are you still hungry?
Of course I am.
All right.
Of course I'm still hungry.
So this is actually a location that
Yes.
you've, in studio, have reviewed.
Yes.
We are at Artichoke Basil's Pizza, located at 96 Hudson Street. And what do you got?
We have the famous spinach artichoke pizza, and I'm about to just dive right in.
Dig in. As you remember, she was adamant on this slice when she reviewed it because... Did she just do a head nod right there? I wasn't looking, folks. I need you to be my judges. Was just this, you see something like this out of my peripheral vision? Did I? Talk to me.
I had to get the artichoke in my mouth, okay, first of all.
By the way, the white shirt is still white, in case people are
The light gray shoes are not, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Shoes are another story.
So I don't know, Greg, if you heard this through the microphone, but the crunch, when I just bit into this, the bottom of this pizza has the most perfect crunch. It is thick, like
We were talking about that before,
thick,
right?
Very thick. And it's basically like putting spinach artichoke dip on like a cheese pizza. Fantastic and phenomenal, and I'm going to do another
Fantastic
bite.
and phenomenal, she said. And again, like this is what Daria was talking about in the beginning of the show. When we were all the way on the other side of Hoboken, I might add. And that is that each pizzeria has their own unique slice, and you're kind of feeling that today.
Everybody has a thing. Everyone's got their own thing. Artichoke pizza, originally from the city, became really famous there, came to our lovely city of Hoboken. This is theirs. You're not going to get this pizza anywhere else. If you're looking for a spinach artichoke, you're going to come here, and they kill it every single time. It's just fantastic. And I'm just not over the size. Look at the size of this crust.
Oh my God. And sometimes, again, we spoke about thin and crispy, but sometimes, you know, you have to have that strength to hold up the toppings.
That's what I love, though, because and that's what this has. This is literally holds, and I just look at it as dip, and like I love this pizza so much. And you can see the nice little burnt cheese on top.
All right, so we have to move on. We have several more pizzerias to go. If you're ready, you need a break. You need a shot.
No.
This is like downtown.
No.
We got like Pig and Parrot right there. We got Texas, Arizona.
Might go grab a beer. It's fine.
That's exactly it. I think we have to go to a quick commercial break, so we have to do that. The sponsors still have to pay for us.
Keep eating.
Exactly. So we will be right back with more at Hoboken Pizza Fest 2020. You're not going to want to miss it. Peter Biancamano back with you. Make sure you watch us on cable access every Sunday and Monday at 9 a.m. Optimum Channel 18, Files Channel 46, and Comcast Channel 190. And also, every Sunday, 9:30 a.m., we post our new episode and our segments, our individual segments, on our YouTube page. You're not going to want to miss it. Please subscribe to our channel there. We'll see you there. Welcome back to the Pulse, still at Hoboken Pizza Fest
And
2020.
still eating.
And still eating with the beautiful and lovely Daria DeLuccia of At Hoboken Eats.
Love that.
And more importantly, our favorite, maybe, Krista, don't get mad at me, Places Insider here on the Pulse. Exactly. Look at that. We are at our next pizzeria, which I think is 7 or 8. I don't know. I lost count.
I lost count too. I just know I've had a lot of pizza today.
Exactly. Impasto's, 102 Washington Street, and they're under new ownership. I spoke to the new owner, Blair, and what type of slice do you have?
We have the white slice right here, and I'm not gonna lie, this is like my go-to most of the time. Maybe sometimes throw some chicken on it, maybe sometimes throw some broccoli on it, but this is my favorite. Dip it in some balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
And I got to be honest with you. So, like, each pizzeria has had several different slices that people can try. And when I told Daria that this pizzeria had, Impasto's Pizzeria had the white slice, she jumped on it. And I'm hearing a lot of
Okay,
and that's without her sunglasses.
okay. I haven't made a mess yet. Okay. Right here.
Talk to me.
Okay, I continue to say this about certain places. The crisp at the bottom.
Gotcha.
So you dig right in to the bottom of it. You get that crunch, and then you get the nice creaminess of the cheese on top. And I want to say he has like a little like basil pesto situation going on top, where you can see the hint of green on top. Really freaking good, cooked like literally perfectly. And I might have just sounded like an airhead when I said that, but it's cooked crisp on top, crisp on the bottom. Not too thin, not too thick. I'm in heaven.
When have you, like, not been scared to be embarrassed on the Pulse?
I'm not at all.
Put the compilation right up of her eating right now.
You're done if you do.
Now, you know, we've had several different slices, and I've had them with you as well, of a little bit of thickness. This is the thin and crispy like you were talking about.
Yep, and you know what? You have to have respect for a slice that it does the work for itself. There's no frills, toppings. This is good cheese, the good topping, whatever they are, a little mixture of like basil, pesto is like I said, the hint that I'm getting. It's just fantastic. And the mix of cheeses, you can see there's the combination, creaminess, crispiness of the top and bottom. I love it.
That's awesome. Well, look, 102 Washington Street. And again, you know, we spoke about this when we were at Artichoke Basil's. There's a lot of bars around here, but get over here. Don't make this like a drunk night pizza spot. Make it like part of your list, correct?
Yes, but it is also very good drunk too. I'm not gonna lie, I might have come here a couple times.
You know, Daria, just the honesty coming out. Come and see Blair, the new owner. He actually invited us back for a show. Hopefully you can come and try out the rest of the menu.
I can't wait.
I love it. Impasto's at 102 Washington Street. Got to go to a few more places. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, Daria, we're a little off the beaten path. We are at Verezza, and finally I'm getting my Italian accent out there. Do you like it?
I love it.
You like it? Very good. So this is the newest pizzeria here in Hoboken, and good for them that they're participating in the Hoboken Pizza Fest, located at 152 Newark Street. A little bit of a different slice you got here.
I'm so excited. We have some real authentic looking pizza, and I cannot wait. Look at how thin this is, and look at how thick the crust is. I'm going in.
Dig in. And actually, I had to join her. It's a new pizzeria. She kind of was like, yeah, I'm hearing the ums. Talk to me. And I'm going to dig in.
I have to say, I almost feel like this type of pizza isn't really in Hoboken.
No.
Right?
Oh, that was good.
This is really good.
This is it's almost like coal fire.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
If you want to.
I believe it is a coal fire oven. Yeah, we'll get some.
I don't think we can
that.
turn around right now, but if you can see the oven inside, it is pretty massive, and I'm not surprised they're making this pizza. Wow, it's so good. Wow. The cheese, the sauce is nice and light. The dough is nice and light, but then it's pillowy because you see how thick the crust is. Hold on, I'm gonna get a big bite here.
Wow.
I'm gonna fold it in half.
Oh, look at that. She's becoming more and more professional. I swear to God. It's only our 7th place, so. All right, I'm going to go for the question. You tell me why you're doing it. Oh, my God, she's dancing. We dancing? We dancing? This is what we're doing now?
The dough. I would come here for just bread alone.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Wow.
And the little bit of like toasty burnt on the crust. I'm almost speechless. We're not talking. We're just eating.
No, in all honesty, this is probably, and I'm going to talk with my mouth full, even though my mother tells me I shouldn't do this, the closest to Neapolitan pizza that you would get, obviously, in Naples, Italy, correct?
Yeah. No, this is the real deal, and I just want to. I hope you got a shot of the thin pizza and the big thick crust, because I don't even know how they do that. That was just that. This is amazing.
Rebecca, the owner, did invite us back here, Daria. We're getting invited back to a lot of these. Oh my God, she's focused.
I said it was full.
I cannot interrupt her because she's so focused.
I said it was full before we got here.
And she's inhaling this slice right now.
I'm gonna say one thing.
What are you gonna say?
And then I'm done for the day.
No, you can't be done for the day. We have one more to go.
This is the first slice I finished.
Wow, it is. Give me the beets.
4.
4 beets.
Out of 4.
Oh, by the way, we forgot to do it for impastos, the beets. The white pie.
3.7.
All right. There you go. There you go. This is a 4 out of 4. She's breaking the Richter scale again. Breaking the Dave Portnoy rule.
Wow.
What are you going to do? All right. We ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know. Look at her. She keeps smiling. I'm going to finish this too. Let's move on to our last pizzeria. Daria, I know you're sad, but I also know that you're full. But I know you're sad.
It actually happened, guys. It's never happened, but it's happening.
Exactly. We have reached our final pizzeria of the day. And by the way, folks, there are 2 other pizzerias participating in the Pizza Fest. That's Alessio's, where we did a show recently, and Hoboken Hot House. You should visit them. We'll put their addresses up at the bottom of your screen. But we have reached our final destination, and that's another place where we did a show.
Yes.
Tony Baloney's.
Yep.
263 First Street. What do you got?
And we are ending with a bang. We have the mac and cheese pie, and I mean,
And that's a full slice.
this is a big one.
This is a full slice.
We have a little bit of the flop, but we have a nice structure on the bottom holding up this thick macaroni and cheese.
Structure. This is great. We want to give a shout out to Mike Hauk, who's the owner here at Tony Baloney's. He is, and oh my God, I got it. Come on, ladies, don't worry. We're just reviewing pizza. We're the Dave Portnoys of Hudson County, right, Daria? Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's Pizza Fest. Don't forget. Okay, talk to me.
I love macaroni and cheese. I love it, I love it, I love it. Put it on bread with even more cheese, and oh my goodness. And I said it before, I love pasta on pizza. The nice texture, the texture of the pasta on the crisp crust. You know, Hoboken just knows how to do it. They know how to cook their pies to the perfect amount. Crispy bottom, cushiony top, absolutely delicious. The cheese, it's amazing. And I'm also getting like a kick. I'm getting a little bit of a spice in the back of my throat, and I'm loving every second of it.
And that's what I was just going to say. Mike Hauk, who's the owner of Tony Baloney's, great guy. We had him on the show a few months ago at the height of the pandemic. He really, and Daria, you would agree with this, he really knows how to give his own twist to several different pizzas.
Oh my goodness. I mean, all right.
Besides the taco pizza that we all know
Besides the taco pizza, but I'm going to even say something which is one of my favorite things from them, and it's not pizza. They have a pretzel-crusted mozzarella stick with vodka sauce.
Why don't we order that?
I've ordered a couple too many in my in my time in Hoboken, I will say that. No, everything he does is out of the box. He made a ramen pizza one time.
That's right.
He really does.
What was that famous movie on Netflix, Tiger King?
Oh,
remember the Tiger King pie? Yes. I couldn't think of it.
No, he's great. He knows exactly what he's doing, and they taste good too, and that's the kicker. Like, he's making all these crazy pies, and they still taste so good.
Still taste good.
Yeah.
All right, we've come to the end. Talk to me. Are you full?
Yes.
And she has like a dinner in like an hour. It's just going to be great. So you're full.
Yes.
Any surprises from the Hoboken Pizza Fest?
So what I would say is I kind of came into this thinking that maybe we'd be trying all like similar pies. I have to say we had a different type of pizza, different slice at every single place. So I'm appreciative of our amazing people in Hoboken, our amazing restaurants who gave options, gave some of their best, and really seemed to put their heart into it.
And kudos to Hoboken Happy Hours, and also Daria DeLuccia of At Hoboken Eats. You want to follow her on there. She's going to be back, we swear, in future weeks, and we have all these places to visit. Thanks for so much. I hope you had fun.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Folks, I'm Peter Biancamano. Join us next week for The Pulse on everything you need to know. Have a great week, everybody.
The Pulse with Peter B. is a proud partner of Eyes on NJ.